Has this ever happened to you? You're running late for work, driving fast, stressed, and then suddenly, that red check engine light blinks on. Your heart skips a beat. The fix? $2,000. Your account? $200. So you do what most people do. You turn the radio up a little louder. You ignore the strange sound coming from the hood. You tell yourself, I'll deal with it later. But here's what you don't see coming. That $2,000 problem you avoided today becomes a $25,000 problem 2 months from now. One day, the car dies in the middle of the road. Tow truck, repair shop, missed work. It all piles up. Being broke isn't cheap. Being broke is expensive. My name is Luna, and I spend a lot of time researching how money actually works, not how we wish it worked. Here's something most people never realize. The less money you have in your account, the more you pay for everything. Groceries, rent, insurance, car payments, credit cards. Everywhere you look, less you have, more you pay. Low-income Americans pay effectively 10 to 15% more per unit for basic goods and services than higher-income households. Harvard Business Review, 2019, this concept has a name. It was first defined academically by author David Shipler in his book, The Working Poor, Invisible in America. He said it simply, the poor pay more, not because they are foolish, but because they have no buffer. When you have no financial buffer, every small crisis becomes a big, expensive problem. The insurance zip code penalty. Meet Sarah. She's 47, lives in a working-class neighborhood outside Houston. Her car insurance? $2,400 a year. Her colleague Mike, same car, same driving record, lives in an upscale suburb. His insurance? $1,100 a year. Why the difference? Insurance companies use zip codes as a proxy for risk. Low-income zip codes pay 30 to 40% more in premiums, regardless of individual driving history. Consumer Federation of America, 2022. Sarah's neighborhood is penalizing her just for existing there. This is called price discrimination by geography. And it's perfectly legal. The renter's wealth gap. Marcus is 52. He's been renting the same apartment for 9 years. $1,400 a month. That's $151,200 gone.
No equity.
No return. His neighbor bought a similar unit back in 2015. Mortgage? $980 a month. And today, that home is worth 60% more than what they paid. Marcus built zero wealth. His neighbor built generational wealth. Homeowner's median net worth, $255,000. Renter's median net worth, $6,300. That's a 40x gap. Federal Reserve Survey of Consumer Finances, 2022. Renting isn't wrong, but renting when you could buy is one of the most expensive decisions a person can make. Trap number 3, the credit card interest trap. Jennifer, 44, 2 kids. 1 credit card, $6,000 balance. APR, she pays the minimum every month, $120. How long until it's paid off? Over 7 years. And she'll pay $4,700 in interest on a $6,000 purchase. Her colleague pays the full balance every month. Interest paid, $0. Americans with incomes under $40,000 pay average credit card interest rates of 22 to 26%. Those earning over $100,000 often qualify for rates under 15%. CFPB, 2023, same product, same economy. Jennifer pays $4,700 more just for being in a different financial position, and pays $520 in fees just to borrow $375. CFPB Payday Lending Report, 2023. That $800 repair? It costs Robert over $1,200. A 50% premium for not having a buffer. Let me ask you something. Is this fair? Probably not. But understanding that it's unfair doesn't protect you. So let's understand why this system exists. Companies price based on risk. When you have no buffer, you're a higher-risk customer. Higher risk means higher price. Every time. Insurance companies know. If your savings are low, you'll file more claims. Lenders know. If your income is unstable, you may default. Landlords know you can't easily move, so they have leverage. The system isn't designed to punish poverty. It's designed to price risk. But the outcome is the same. And here's what makes it a trap. The less buffer you have, the more you pay. The more you pay, the less buffer you can build. The less buffer you build, the more you pay. Circular.
Compounding.
And slow enough that most people never notice. The real cost added up. For the average American living with thin margins across all 5 traps. $142,000. Not counting compounding. Not counting lost investment opportunity. $142,000. Not spent on vacations. Not on luxury. Just on being financially thin. I'm not telling you this to depress you. I'm telling you this because if you can see the trap, you can start avoiding it. Not overnight. Not with one trick, but with a sequence. Build a $1,000 emergency fund. Not retirement savings. Not investments. Just a shock absorber. Families with even $250 to $750 in savings were less likely to be evicted, miss bill payments, or take payday loans after an income disruption. Urban Institute, 2016. This one number, $1,000, changes your relationship with every emergency. You can't fix everything at once. For most people in their 40s, it's credit card interest or car insurance. Call your insurance agent. Ask for a quote. Switch if you need to. Move one card to a 0% balance transfer offer. Pay it down during that window, even before you feel ready. $5 saved per week on staples equals $260 a year. Not huge, but real. Protect and build your credit score. Your credit score determines what you pay for almost everything. One secured card, paid in full monthly, raises your score over 12 months. Higher score means lower insurance rates, better loan terms, better rental options. Moving from a 620 to a 720 credit score can save $50,000 plus in interest over a lifetime of mortgages, car loans, and credit cards. FICO/Experian analysis. Renting is fine while you build, but owning, even a small starter home, puts you on the right side of the wealth gap. Not today, but put it on the plan. The goal isn't to get rich. The goal is to stop paying the poverty premium. Let me leave you with one thought. That check engine light story I opened with? It wasn't about a car. It was about every moment in life where we ignore something small because dealing with it feels impossible right now. And the cost of ignoring it becomes something we can't afford later. The poverty premium isn't a life sentence. It's a pattern. And patterns can be interrupted. You're watching this video, which means you're already paying attention. That's not nothing. That's the beginning. Start with $1,000. Just that. Everything else follows.